Welcome back, everybody, to the Orlando Huskies franchise. It is week 17. The 8-7 Huskies taking on the 6-9 Jaguars, and this is a must-win game here for the Huskies if they want any chance at the playoffs here. As James Aldridge kicks this one deep to the 1-yard line, the Jaguars will return this one. As McMillan with a great tackle there at the 21-yard line, and here comes Jake Jackson, the quarterback for the Jaguars. .3,600 yards on the season, 22 touchdowns, but 18 interceptions. He turns the ball over more than any quarterback in this league right now. And if the Huskies want a chance at winning, they have to take the ball over. 1st and 10 from the 21. The first play of the game, the running back, Albert, breaks 3 tackles, 18-yard pickup on that one. Gonna be 1st and 10 from the 39 now. Vigil Hatcher back on the field after suffering an injury late last game. Steven staying with a good open field tackle on the big tight end Long. 2nd and 5 now. As White with a good open field tackle. Now got to be a 3rd and 1. Can this Huskies defense get them off the field here? Third and 1 from the 48. As the D-line's coming in. A missed sack opportunity, but good coverage downfield forces a throwaway. I don't know who got to Jake Jackson right there, but great pressure on the quarterback. Forces a throwaway and forces a punt, which goes out at the 10-yard line, and that's where this Huskies offense will begin their drive as Josh coming back out on the field. And we're going to need to see him return to MVP form like we saw earlier in the season. 3,400 yards, 25 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. If we could see the old Josh return these next 2 games, Huskies could be looking at a 7th seed playoff berth. On 1st down, they hand the ball off to Drew Stevens, who hits a nice cut, another cut, picks up 13 on that one. 1st and 10 now from the 23. Empty set here after the good run by Drew Stevens. As Connor Kelly's open downfield, got in front of the safety. The safety took a bad angle, and Connor Kelly is off to the races. 77-yard touchdown pass to Connor Kelly. Great throw by Josh. Great job by Connor undercutting the safety. And the safety and the DB just kind of collided, and Connor was able to run past everybody with his speed. And the Huskies take an early 7-0 lead. As James Aldridge will kick this one deep once again to the 1-yard line. As there's a flag on the play. It's finally tackled down around the 31-yard line. There is going to be a hold, though. Jaguars will be backed up now, starting at the 17-yard line. Stevenson with great coverage underneath. Blanketed the receiver. Hangs onto it, though. Picks up nothing on the catch. Peterson with a good job to hang onto it, but can't break the first tackle. 2nd and 10 now from the 17. Johnson and McMillan right in front of the tight end. Long, I believe. Yep, for his 3rd catch of the game. A lot of short underneath passes so far for this Jaguars team. 3rd and 6 now. As Jake Jackson takes off. Dangerous. Didn't slide. Ran into 3 Huskies players right there, but hangs onto the football. Gets the 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wilcox with a good tackle. Only a gain of 2 for Albert. Kirk Albert, 20 carries, 67 yards last week. It'll be a 2nd and 8 now. From the 33. Jake under center. It's another run here. And it's a forced fumble by Wilcox. But 3 Huskies couldn't fall on it. Great play by Wilcox to punch it out. 3 Huskies missed that ball right there, though. Keeping the drive alive for this Jaguars offense. Now it's going to be a 1st and 10. Okay, they go right back to Albert. As Vigil and Shane able to get him down at the 42-yard line. And this is not the run defense we saw last week. These holes are opening on this line. 1st and 10 from the 42. Now Vigil Hatcher there in the backfield for a loss of 3. Haven't seen much of Vigil the past couple of weeks. Especially last week was kind of quiet, but big play right there. Now it's a 2nd and 13. As Vigil Hatcher, Caden, everybody's coming in, but somehow Jake Jackson gets out of it. Kind of juked Caden out and picks up a good chunk. Make it a 3rd and medium now. 3rd and 6 now from the 38. As Wilcox is burnt downfield by Long. And that's going to be a touchdown for John Long. Wilcox on a contract season. Big season has kind of regressed on the season. As both safeties kind of have. Shane kind of the same way. Javon Young waiting in the back. Waiting for his moment, his opportunity. As this one's going to be too deep. Gage fair catches it in the end zone. We'll start at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 25 now. Josh hands it off to Drew Stevens. Stevens picks up 6 on that play. Will likely be the last play of the 1st quarter. The Huskies and Jaguars tied 7-7 heading into the 2nd. And a huge game for this Huskies team. Jaguars trying to play spoiler. Second and 4 now. Bunch to the right for Josh. As Josh is hit as he tried to throw it, Kevin Spence hurt for the 2nd time this season. Luckily for Josh, that was a dangerous pass and it wasn't picked. 3rd and 4 now from the 31. Have Dom Huff, the rookie, in now. Hunter with a good route across the middle of the field. Hangs onto it. Down at the 49-yard line. First catch of the game for Hunter. 1st and 10 from the 49 now. As Jason Blacklock beats his man downfield. Down to the 24-yard line. This offense is moving smoothly right now. Kevin Spence will be able to return. 1st and 10 from the 24. Josh under center here. It's a handoff to Drew Stevens. Stevens gets 3 on the carry. Down to the 21. 2nd and 7 now from the 21-yard line. Josh back under center. 2 tight ends on the field. Play action pass. As that one was nearly picked off, and this DB did a great job defending both routes right there. Josh tried to go right over him and was almost picked off. Now it's a 3rd and 7. Empty here for the Huskies. Josh has Damien up the seam. Touchdown Huskies. Damien has really come alive late in this season. With now over 200 total yards and 2 touchdowns in the past 2 weeks. Or 3 weeks, I should say. And this week isn't over yet. So he could add more to those stats. As the Huskies take a 14-7 lead. This Jaguars will return it from about a yard deep. A good move there. Another broken tackle. Two broken tackles down to the 25-yard line. Connor Kelly with a good tackle. And Kirk Albert has been killing us so far. Gonna have to figure out how to stop the run again. Now it's a 1st and 10 from the 25. CJ Hunter's coming in. That one's going to be a throwaway. CJ Hunter got a ton of pressure on Jake Jackson right there. Empty set for the Jaguars on the 2nd and 10. Going to be a drag route to John Long, but it's 3rd and inches here. Third and inches. Big play here for the Huskies. Can they get a stop? Jaguars go with a pass. And McMillan is just too slow. Didn't react quick enough to the throw. Was playing both hitches pretty well. Just chose the wrong one at the wrong time. Now it's a 1st and 10. As a nice cut by Albert right there. Vigil Hatcher thought he had him in the backfield. Picks up 11 on that carry. And now Vigil Hatcher and McMillan meet Albert in the backfield for a loss of 1. Great play by both players right there. McMillan slows him up. Hatcher with the tackle. Good tackling on that one. Only a gain of 2 for Albert. Now it's going to be a 3rd and long. 3rd and 9. For this Huskies defense. Would be a huge stop here. They go with a screen play. As Gage with a great diving tackle to stop Albert. And the Huskies, well, I thought they were going to get off the field, but the Colts are going to go for this one. And Gage, just good route concept by the Jaguars. Had our DBs running into each other on the man, so Gage couldn't stay with the drag route. Picks up the 1st. Jaguars keep the drive alive. Now it's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 26. They go underneath here. The good hit by Johnson. Only a gain of about 9.5 by Peterson. Second and inches now. As that's going to be a walk-in touchdown for Mario Howard, the backup running back. The good adjustment by Jake Jackson to switch to the run. As this Huskies defense being shredded up and down the field right now. Hear the Duval chants in the crowd. Gage will get this one from the goal line. Gage thought he had a huge hole. Had a ton of running room if he got past those first 2 defenders. Now it's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 23. Steven Sutherland in the backfield. And Steven wide open on the angle route. Picks up a huge chunk down to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 43 now. Huskies go with an empty set here. Offense has been firing on all cylinders. As that one swatted away. Luckily for Josh, not picked off. And once again, the DB played that perfectly. Played both routes really well. Now on 2nd and 10 from the 43. Bunch to the right for Josh Sweet in the backfield. Going to be a play action pass here. Kylo's open on the zig route. Hangs onto it. Breaks 1 tackle. Kylo's still going downfield and steps out at the 40. Saves a timeout and breaks a couple of tackles. 1st and 10 now from the 40-yard line, nearing field goal range here. Gonna be a screen to Drew Stevens. Stevens has blockers in front. Stevens down to the 27-yard line. Timeout, Huskies. First and 10 from the 27-yard line now. Josh had Damien across the middle of the field, but 4 defenders in his face. Not one offense lineman did their job right there. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Empty set here for Josh and the Huskies. Josh just going to take off and has a ton of running room. Josh is now going to slide down at the 6-yard line. Great job by Josh reading. No one was open quickly and getting out and scrambling. 1st and goal from the 6 now. Another empty set. Hits Connor Kelly, who drops it. Had running room, but Johnson quickly closing in. Now a 2nd and goal from the 6. Trips to the left for Josh here. As Josh is sacked, trying to go to Jason Blacklock, who had the touchdown. And now the Huskies have to just attempt the one ball in the end zone here. And then kick the field goal if they don't get it on 3rd and goal from the 10. Can't take a sack here. And you can't throw a bad pass like that, as Jamal Lacey wide open in the end zone. Nearly picked off though. Luckily, it was swatted down. These Jaguars DBs haven't been trying to pick the ball off, I guess. And the Huskies take a 3-point lead heading into half, barring a kick return. As James Aldridge will kick this one deep. As the special teams unit hasn't been too good the past couple of weeks. Been allowing a decent amount of kick returns. Well, good kick returns. But that one was covered well, and Jaguars will just take the knee here to end this quarter and the half with the Huskies up 3. The Huskies really on offense has been doing well, but would like to pick up the run a little bit more, and they're going to have to stop the run on defense. In a close game, whoever controls up front is most likely going to win. This one a couple yards deep in the end zone. Gage does bring it out though. Good block by Connor Kelly there. Gage down at the 25-yard line. First and 10 now from the 25. Josh under center here. Going to be a handoff to Drew Stevens. And Stevens picks up 5 on the first down carry. Only 4 carries in this one. And that's unacceptable for one of our best players. 2nd and 5 now from the 30-yard line. They stretch play to Stevens now, who has a ton of running room. And Drew Stevens stiff arms one man. He dribbles him down to the 43-yard line. Great run by Drew right there. First and 10 from the 43. Bunch to the right for Josh. He's going to swing it out to Kylo on the bubble screen. Picks up 3 on the bubble. Now going to be a 2nd and 7 from the 40-yard line. Huskies moving down the field with ease. Every drive so far this game. It's a handoff to Drew Stevens, who fumbles it. Drew Stevens loses his first fumble of the season. And that might cost the Huskies. Gonna have to get a defensive stop here after that huge fumble. First and 10 now from the 39 for the Jaguars. Receiver coming in motion. As Albert is met in the backfield by Pat McClandon. Loss of 2 on first down. Gonna be a 2nd and 12. CJ Hunter in coverage. Not the greatest thing you'd like, as the Huskies send a blitz, and And you got CJ in coverage. The blitz has to come in. Right there, the blitz never came in. Now the running back's open on the swing route. Gage and Dillon get him down at the 33-yard line. And just when you think the Huskies were going to take a commanding lead in this game by 2 scores, Drew Stevens fumbles, and now the Jaguars are moving downfield pretty quickly. Gain of 5 on the pitch and catch to Albert. Now it's a 2nd and 5 from the 28. As the blitz is coming in, Wilcox gets in, lays out Jackson, forces a bad throw across the middle of the field. Gonna be a 3rd and 5 from the 28 now. Can this Huskies defense force a 3? As Vigil Hatcher is coming in. Forces a throwaway. Great pressure up the middle. And it's gonna be a 4th and 5. See what the Jaguars do. They are sending out their kicking unit. And the field goal is up. And it's perfect. Right down the middle. Tying the game at 17 apiece. As the Duval chants start back up as the game is tied once again. Jaguars kicker kicks it deeper this time, and this time Gage will keep it in the end zone. Huskies will start at the 25-yard line. Drew Stevens having a pretty nice game once again on limited touches. That fumble, though, is going to cost us. 1st and 10 from the 25. Sweet in the backfield now on the bunch formation. Play action pass here. Josh just hits Hunter underneath. Gains 4 on that pitch and catch. Back to the 2nd and 4. Now Drew Stevens back on the field on the 2nd down. 2nd and 6. They go right back to him. It's a handoff, and Stevens fighting for more. Gets 4 on the carry. Drew Stevens only has 2 career fumbles. Well, before this game, he only had 1. Now 2. But that one came at a very costly time, and now it's a 3rd and 2 from the 33. Play action pass. As Josh hits Hunter across the middle of the field, and Hunter drops it. Hunter might have been able to turn up field and get into the red zone. But now it's a drop pass and 3 and out for this Huskies team. It's good. Tackles the return man at the 18-yard line, and here comes Jake Jackson onto the field. As with the way the Huskies are playing right now, it doesn't even seem like they want to make the playoffs. 1st and 10 from the 18. Good route by the receiver. 8-yard pickup for him. Young with a good zig route. First catch of the game for him. It's going to be a 2nd and 2 from the 27. Jake Jackson making adjustments at the line. Go with a quick pitch to the receiver. Picks up the 1st down. Weaver now with his first catch of the game for 4. 1st and 10 from the 30 now. As CJ is stiff-armed off of him. Steven Stanton now misses the tackle. Johnson finally brings him down for a gain of 5. CJ with a great attempt there, just couldn't finish. There's a lot of tacklers so far the past couple weeks can't finish. 2nd and 5 from the 35 now. Wide open across the middle of the field, down to the 50-yard line. That might be the last play of this 1st or 3rd quarter. See if the Jaguars run one more to end the quarter. And they do. They go with a stretch play here. And CJ Hunter is there for a loss of 2 on that play. Tied 17 apiece. In a must-win game for this Huskies team if they want to get into the playoffs. 2nd and 12 from the 48-yard line. Would be an ultimate collapse if the Huskies can't hang on and finish this game. As missed tackle after missed tackle once again. Now picks up 8 on the play. Just poor tackling on the field. Now it's a 3rd and 3. That another easy pitch and catch just right in front of the receiver. Or right in front of the linebacker, I should say. Just these linebackers haven't been quick enough to react to the ball. Now it's a 1st and 10. As Johnson nowhere to be found in man right there. Dylan trying to punch the ball out. Get this ball back for the offense. As John Long having a field day right now against this Huskies team. This defense is really starting to struggle. 1st and 10 from the 26. There's a good tackle on the play right there by Javon Young. Don't see a lot of him, but when you do, he makes good plays. 1st and 10 from the 16. Jackson under center. The stretch play. Wilcox and McMillan with a good tackle on that one. Only gain of 1 for the running back. As the Jaguars are killing a ton of clock here. As they're switching formations. As it's going to be a 3rd and 1 now from the 7-yard line after the 8-yard pickup. Grimes nearly got his hands on that ball. Third and 1. Huskies send the blitz here. Caden nearly got to him. Dylan lets up a big catch, and Jaguars are now down to the 1-yard line and still taking a ton of clock. Some of the best clock management I've seen. And they're calling that a touchdown, but that looked like it hit the ground. Peterson hangs on to it, I guess. And Jaguars go up 7 points with 3:15 left. Shane runs into the kicker. And this defense just gave up the worst drive of the season right there. They allowed the Jaguars to have the ball for over 5 minutes and scored a touchdown. The Jaguars got the ball in the 3rd quarter. Now, midway through the 4th quarter, the Huskies have to drive down the field and tie this game. 1st and 10 now from the 25. Empty set here for this Huskies team. They send a blitz. Hunter with a good catch on that one after the huge drop that might have cost this Huskies the game. 1st and 10 from the 43 now. 2:45 left in this one. Another blitz on the play. Josh goes right back to Hunter, who drops it. Hunter has to hang on to these. 2nd and 10 from the 43 now. Daniel Fernandez hurt on the play. Now we have Claiborne in. Offense trying to move quickly here. Josh hits Drew Stevens, and now another drop on the play. And these are some of our best players dropping these passes, and this is getting ridiculous. Some of our best players, 4-year starters, dropping some of these huge passes. 3rd and 10 from the 43. Play action pass here. And now Damian drops it. 3 straight drops. Now a 4th and 10. Season on the line. Game on the line. Can the Huskies convert? And Hunter hangs on to it. An amazing catch by Hunter downfield to the 22-yard line. Great catch by Hunter on that one after 3 straight drops. 1st and 10 from the 22. It's a handoff to Drew Stevens. Stevens picks up 9 on that carry. Now could be the time for the Huskies to milk some clock with 2 minutes left in this one. Nearing the red zone. As Josh hits Hunter on the check down. Hunter gets into the end zone. But did we give the Jaguars and Jackson too much time? Samuel Lee coming out to tie up this game. And he does. 24 apiece. 1:55 left. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. As James Aldridge kicks this one deep, a yard deep in the end zone. And James Aldridge saved the touchdown right there as awful return team right there. Awful coverage downfield getting to the kick returner. And if it wasn't for the punter, James Aldridge, that might have went back for a touchdown. And now the Jaguars in excellent field position. And they run the ball here as Wilcox can't bring him down. Shane and others finally do. John Long hurt on that play though. First or second and 5 from the 44. They go with another run play as they pick up the first, and Jaguars have came out running the ball instead of throwing the ball, and now they're in field goal range here. 1st and 10 from the 38. As Shane saving a touchdown there, but it might have just been better to let him score, as the Jaguars are going to win this game unless a miracle happens here. As the Huskies just let them score right there to get the ball back. An awful performance by this defense late in this game. With 29 seconds left now, Huskies are going to have to drive down the field with 3 timeouts and score a touchdown. As the Jaguars might have just ended the Husky season right there. Now Gage down to the 28-yard line, gets us 3 extra yards. First and 10 from the 28. This offensive line is going to have to get or stand up strong in this one, as Josh just hits Hunter on the pass, and look at that. Another drop, and that is ridiculous. He is wide open. Hunter has to hang on to those. One of our best players. 2nd and 10 now. Hangs onto that one. And now we're on Jaguars territory. 17 seconds left. 1st and 10 from the 44 now. Trips to the left. As Josh hits Damian. And Damian hangs onto it down to the 19-yard line. And this offense is moving. 1st and 10 from the 19. 11 seconds left. 1 timeout left for this Huskies team. Hunter hangs onto it. Hunter's still running down to the 3-yard line, and the Huskies are going to have one final play here. Maybe 2 if they throw it quick enough. 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. They're going to have 2 as Josh tried to fit that ball in quickly to Hunter. Second and goal, season on the line from the 3-yard line. Josh rolling out, and Josh gets into the end zone. Season on the line. Josh put it all on the line. And now the Huskies are going to go for 2 to win it in regulation. Empty set here. Josh rolling out once again. Sees Hunter. And it's dropped. Hunter drops the 2-point conversion. And the Jaguars hang on. And I exited the game too quickly. Once again, Jaguars hang on to end the Huskies season. What a way to end the season. As we'll check out some stats here. Josh, 136.9 pass rating, 334, 3 touchdowns. Excellent game from Josh. Drew Stevens had a good game on the ground too. 8 carries, 67 yards. Just had that costly fumble. Hunter, 7 catches, 132, and a touchdown. Connor Kelly with that huge touchdown to begin the game. I wish we could see how many drops this team had because they had a ton. I know Hunter had at least 4. Damian had at least 1. Drew Stevens had at least 1. Defensively, Johnson and McMillan tied for the team lead in tackles. Tackle for loss, 2 for Vigil, 1 for McMillan, 1 for Hunter or CJ Hunter, and 1 for Pat McClendon. No sacks, no picks, 1 forced fumble that we couldn't recover, no pass deflections, and that's how this season ends for the Huskies as they move on to 8-8 on the season. And I'll see you all in week 17. Peace.